Yeah, we were talking to Lamar about like the versatility of the secondary. Was that a specific point of emphasis for you guys? Is that just how it worked out? Like, how do you guys?
I think size, speed, length, versatility is something we're looking for in all positions. And so in the back end, I think like the way we play a lot of different personnel groupings, we're looking for guys back there that can do various things. So we like the big long corners that can potentially move inside in situations. Safeties that can stay in the post and play deep, that can also come down in the box and tackle. And I feel like we hit a home run back there with the guys that we signed today.
You have a couple players on the defensive side that are, kind of international, just recently started playing football with, Agu and Zunk being the ones that have signed. But was that something you were targeting, kind of players that, maybe had a little bit less experience, but that had good size or good tools?
I don't know that, I do think that's becoming a market in college recruiting. And so for us, I think it was about relationships that we were able to develop at that particular school early in the process. I do think there's an advantage of guys that have maybe the physical traits and the size and the length that are maybe not as developed, and so they're like getting a piece of clay, and that you can mold them into what you want them to be. Both those guys in particular have tremendous upside. Have the frames, have the skill set that we're looking for to play their particular positions. And so I'm very excited just about that they have been here for a couple of years, and so they have been playing football, but very excited about their continued development as they get here.
How much do you think you upgraded your pass rush today?
Certainly, that was a key for us.
Yeah.
So there's some guys there that have the potential. I think Darren Agu jumps off the tape when you watch it.
Yeah.
I also think Bradley Mann, Linus Zunk, like big guys that have length like they have the ability to affect the quarterback. I think BJ Diakate is a guy with a lot of speed and athleticism that I think can fill a lot of different roles for us as we continue to build the defense. And so, and also the linebackers. I mean, Bryce Cowan's a guy with freakish athleticism that I think can be a menace off the edge as the time comes. I think Langston Patterson and his ability to play in the box, but also his ability to blitz and make negative plays at his high school. So and then the DBs have the capability, the size and speed that they bring. I think there's going to be a lot of things we're going to want to do with them down the line to affect the pass rush. And so overall, I think the class, it was like, how do we get bigger, longer, faster? And I think that translates to help in areas where we struggled this year.
Langston's got a rep as a guy with pretty high football IQ. Can you speak to that?
Man, he is everything you want in a Mike linebacker. Tremendous football sense, tremendous competitor, comes from a great family, comes from a great program. He's a winner. I mean, every team that he's on, I mean, I know they're at a good school, but they win. And so that's the type of guy you want to build around. And you want to be the leader of the group, and he's been that from day one. This guy's bought into what we're trying to do here. I think he was our first commit, if I'm not mistaken. And so, man, we are so fired up to have him and his background, not only just as a player, but as a competitor, as a guy, as a leader. That's the type of guy we want to build around.
You talked about Bradley Mann. He's got a big frame, and he's got more weight on him than the other guys. What are your plans for him? Because he looks like a guy that you could do a lot of things with. You could put more weight on him and maybe move him inside. You could leave him where he is. What does that look like?
I think he's for our defense. I think we want versatile defensive linemen, guys that can play anywhere from a 9 technique down to a 0 at times. And so he's a guy that has the versatility to do all that. I think Coach Horrigan is going to salivate when he sees that guy walk in the door with his size and length and his ability to put weight on and put good weight on over the next year. So I think he's a guy with tremendous upside, plays with a relentless motor from a really good program down there in Bowles High School. And I'm super fired up about his long-term potential.
The kid from Germany that you had late, I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce his name, so I'll let you do that. And just tell me his story on how you found him. Otora?
Yeah, I'm not sure that we've officially added him yet.
Oh, sorry.
So,
okay. Gotcha. Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Speak on that one yet, but very excited about a potential ad later today. So, yeah. Good?
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.